Down at the bottom of the garden, among the birds and the bees, a little lot of little people they call the Poddington Peas. There's creepy black-eyed pea and lovely. Keep it a secret now, please. There's zippy, happy, and there's sweet pea, and all the Poddington Peas, the Poddington Peas.
The moonlight shone over Poddle Island. The sound of oars dipping into the water could be heard as a ghostly shape made its way towards a dark and echoey cave.
Careful with that lantern,
Hissed Creepy. Back at Poddington, the Peas were getting ready for bed. All except Sleepy, who was already there. As all the house lights went out, PC Pod set out on his nightly patrol. Everywhere was quiet and still, until he heard a terrible noise, which grew louder and louder. All the other Peas heard it too and were very frightened. PC Pod was looking round nervously when Snoopy arrived on the scene.
"Ah, Pod," he said. "I've heard something like this before. It was on the moors."
The other Peas gathered round to listen.
"Yes, and at that time the terrible sound was coming from,
Yes? The others asked breathlessly.
a monster."
Said Snoopy.
"A monster?"
Shrieked the others.
"Yes, a monster.
Confirmed the great detective.
And unless I'm mistaken, this particular monster lives on Poddle Island."
The other Peas trembled in fear.
"Come along, Pod,"
Snoopy ordered.
"to Captain Hoppy's boats. We've not a second to lose."
Yes, all right," replied the gallant policeman. Back in the dark cave, Creepy and Black-Eyed Pea were having great fun, making horrible noises that echoed all the way back to Poddington, knowing it would scare everyone in town. What they didn't know was that Snoopy and PC Pod were on their way to the island.
"Hey, boss, that was a really good one. It scared me,"
said Black-Eyed Pea.
but I thought that was you,"
cried Creepy.
"It must be the real Poddle Island monster,"
Yelled Creepy. And with that, they both upped and ran, straight into the arms of PC Pod.
"Ah, just as I thought,"
Began Snoopy.
"I might have known it was you two."
Interrupted PC Pod.
"It wasn't us,"
Said Creepy innocently.
"Oh, at least not the last one,"
Said Black-Eyed Pea. They all looked into the cave as the noise started again. Then out trotted a puppy. Everyone but Creepy smiled. The puppy adopted PC Pod, who decided to keep it. He trained it to be a police dog, and it now helps him to keep the peace in Poddington.
Down at the bottom of the garden, among the birds and the bees, a little lot of little people they call the Poddington Peas. There's creepy black-eyed pea and lovely. Keep it a secret now, please. There's zippy, happy, and there's sweet pea, and all the Poddington Peas, the